In this lesson, we'll check our drawing in a plot preview, and we'll also add some text. Alright, so I'm going to scroll in just a little bit here, and I'm going to go to a plot preview and kind of check our progress. I want to see how this reads. So, again, I'm going to go to print, and we'll check this guy out. So I could see I want to make a few adjustments here. I mean, some of the adjustments we've made so far as darkening these lines have been some really good decisions. Adding a little hatch pattern for our grass. But you could definitely now see the benefit of checking your drawings as you're kind of going, so you know what it's going to look like as a finished product, and you're not going to have any surprises once you hit that print button. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to darken up these dimensions. The dimensions are very important. They're going to tell a story. They're going to tell everything that we need to know about this that's going to be really important about our project. So we're going to do the same thing for our parking stripes. So anything that's gray, pretty much, I can see that gray color really isn't working too well and it's not going to read. So I'm going to go with darker lines, but I am going to be very careful to use to manage my line weights accordingly. So let's get that accomplished. Let's hop out of this. Let's jump out of this. And I'm going to add a layer strictly for my dimensions really quick. So we'll add layer. We'll go dimensions. And I'm going to keep it white. And we'll say there. Bingo. And now I'm going to select one of my dimensions, and I'll right-click, and I'm going to select similar. I should select all my dimensions, and I'm going to go to my drop-down, and now let's assign those to that layer there. So it looks like we can, as I mentioned, we can make some more adjustments. So let's adjust what's going on with these guys. So that's my water main. So we'll come in here, and we'll assign that to the white color. Looks like it took care of that as well. And we'll do the same thing up here towards the back, because we definitely want all this to be very visible. We don't want any question about what's going on in the back. So I'm going to select that's going to be my sewer main. We'll set that one back to white color as well. And we'll do the manhole cover. And then, oops, don't want to do the 255. It'll actually show up almost like a gray color. We'll do these last few utilities here. Actually, we can go down this way. We'll assign in white to it. Perfect. And we'll get our one here. I always do that. Let's go back to our drop down and take care of that one. So assign white to that as well. So now I should be able to go to my plot preview, take a look at what we did, and things should read a lot better. I'm do the same thing for my parking stripes here. Let's adjust that layer. I think that's on a 255 color, and that'll show up, yeah, as a grayish color. So what we'll do is we'll go straight white. Now we can do our plot preview, print preview. And we'll see how this looks. Oh, that looks a lot better. Reads a lot better, too. There's no question on the dimensions. All right, I'm glad we made those changes. Now, you can definitely see the benefit of, checking your drawing as you go. So let's add some text to this. So what we're going to do is we're going to use multi-leader text, and we're going to call out all our utilities and any kind of notes. We could probably even, if you wanted to, call out the type of trees you got there. You can make note driveway. If you wanted to, you could put maybe the address in each one of these blocks or the name of the building, depending on the type of project. You could even, somewhere put your legal description if you wanted to, maybe in your drawing. But I'll probably do that maybe in your title block. But let's go ahead and add some text. So I'm going to create a layer strictly for text. So we'll go there, we'll add layer, and we'll call this one text. We'll make it current, and we'll start with our first one. And I'm going to start here with my street center line. So basically I'm going to click on that guy, and I'm going to type in CL of street, center line of street. And it looked like it disappeared, but it didn't. I just need to adjust some issues with it. So I'm going to right click. Now you can either go to quick properties or properties. Quick properties will bring up a smaller window, but it doesn't have all the information we're going to need. So I'm going to go to the regular properties. And we want to adjust our arrowhead size to about 1 foot. And you can see that change made right there. And I also want to change my height for my text to 1 foot as well. And that looks a lot better. So all I need to do is get out of this window. I'll hit escape once, and you can see that that reads nicely. So now we're going to take the same approach or a similar approach, but first we're going to create this as an actual style. So I'm going to select it. I'll right click. And I'm going to go to multi-leader style, but I'm going to save as a multi-leader style, and I'm going to call this one site plan. And we'll say OK. And now I can just use that one when I do anything else. So we'll come over here and we'll use another multi-leader. I'll point here and I'll say water meter. Hit enter. Click out of there. It looks like it's small, but it's not. We'll right click. We'll go to multi-leader style and my site plan should be there, and bingo. That's all we got to do to add text. So let's add a couple of more here. We can simply start labeling our trees and shrubbery if we wanted to. You can do that for your landscape. So we'll do the same thing. We'll go multi-leader, come here, and I'll say deciduous tree. We'll capitalize that T really good. There we go. I'll select it, right click, and we'll go to multi-leader style, site plan, and boom. Perfect. So that's basically how we're going to add text all throughout this thing. And I'm going to basically add text everywhere I need to, especially up here. I'll be adding text so we know that this is our telecom poles, that this is my electric transformer, sewage line, and what have you. So in the next lesson, or to finish out this lesson, I'll go ahead and add this text. But in the next lesson, you'll notice the text will all be there, and I'll show you a few finishing touches we can add to finish off our project. So I'll see you in the next lesson.